Hello everyone, I'm Jameson Shook and welcome back to this Friday edition of the 5-Star News. We got an absolute loaded episode for you today, so let's get it fired off with What's Up Heritage here with Cannon Stafford and Lindsey Rogers.
Thanks, Jameson. What's up, Heritage? Let me get you right into some important school announcements. This Saturday, our dance team is hosting the 5-Star Dance Invitational. They're competing against teams all across the state. Tickets are going to be $11 and it's from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Our generals will compete at 1:30. Wrestling has their state duels on Saturday. These are important matches for the generals, and we're looking for a lot of wins. Matches will be held at Marist High School. Finally, our cheerleaders will be competing on the mats at Dalton this Saturday. If you want to see our generals compete, they will take the mat at 2. Now for Lindsey Rogers with our weather.
Thank you, Cannon. Now let's look at the weather for this week. On Friday, we will have a high of 55, a low of 30, with a 0% chance of rain. On Saturday, we will have a high of 52, a low of 34, with a 0% chance of rain. On Sunday, we will have a high of 48, a low of 46, and a 50% chance of rain. And on Monday, we will have a high of 66, a low of 50, and a 70% chance of rain. And on Tuesday, we will have a high of 57, a low of 39, and a 0% chance of rain. That's it for our weather. Let's get you right back to Jameson.
To the news now, and if you're planning on taking the PSAT upcoming here on Tuesday here at Heritage, you better listen up. Actually, you can listen to Ashley McKeon and Ethan Kingsley as they're giving you more information on it right now.
Hey Generals, the PSAT is coming up next Tuesday. We'll be testing a lot of our sophomores and some juniors and freshmen. All those grade levels are available each year to take the PSAT. Hey, look, the PSAT is just a practice test, right? That's all it is, but it's super important because what it does, it allows you guys to not only discover what type of content from your schooling that you struggle with, but it also prepares you for the real SAT or the real ACT. Both of these are college entrance exams, so the more practice you get before you take the real test, the better off you're going to be prepared.
So PSAT, I guess a lot of people I know take ACT, but it's pretty much like a shorter and people say easier version of SAT. You get less problems, but you get more time to solve them. And it kind of prepares you. So it's literally, the P stands for preliminary, and see how you do. And for other future exams, standardized exam you'll take in the future. And the good thing about it, especially when it comes, I think, for sophomores, is it's completely free, so you really don't have much to lose in that regard.
So we look forward to next Tuesday, and I'm wishing all of our generals success on the PSAT.
The thing about it is, if you're worried about not doing well on PSAT, the colleges, especially your sophomore year, it's not in your record. So when you're applying to college, if you happen to not do the best when it comes to PSAT, colleges' applications will not count that against you. So don't worry about that. Just give it all you got and just see how it goes from there.
That's going to be some surefire practice for the ACT and the SAT coming up really soon, too. Now, here's a new segment we got on the 5-Star News. It's called Tech Talk. And our boys John, Courtney, and Bryson will fill us in on the new Tech Talk gadgets. Take it away, fellas.
Hey, my name is John Courtney, and this is Tech Talk. This week on Tech Talk, there's a lot of talk about the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5. We're going to see what Heritage students prefer. What is your go-to console, Xbox or PS5?
I'm definitely more of a PS5 person. I've always had PlayStation all my life, so I got to stick with what I was grown up with.
Which do you prefer, Xbox or PlayStation?
The Xbox, because I like the controllers better and I think they have better exclusives.
So what do you prefer, Xbox or PlayStation?
Well, I think I used to prefer Xbox, mostly because I couldn't afford a PlayStation. But once I started playing with the PC, I was more towards PC, especially since Cyberpunk can only run on PC, and anytime I load anything on my Xbox, it seems to explode.
Which do you prefer, Xbox or PlayStation?
I'm a big PlayStation guy because I just always play with my friends on there, and that's just what I've always had. So I'm a big PS4 guy for life.
Which do you prefer, Xbox or PlayStation?
I've always been a PlayStation guy, but I've had Xboxes before, and they weren't that good, so PlayStation.
As you can see, Heritage is pretty divided on this topic. Anyways, This has been Tech Talk, and I'll see you next week.
Thanks, you two. Personally, I prefer the PlayStation 5. It's got a much better controller. Well, don't go away. We got a commercial break coming up soon, but soon we're going to preview the boys and girls basketball game coming up soon. Stay tuned. Sports is next.
General basketball fans, listen up. 2 huge games to tell you about coming up this week. The first one will be a big-time region matchup with the Raiders of Southeast Whitfield. That'll take place right here Friday night with the girls' game starting at 7, and the boys will tip off at 8:30. We need that region game to hold on to first place for the boys. As for Saturday night, we'll head over to Ringgold for that classic rivalry of the Tigers against the Generals. We need your support both nights, so come out and enjoy some basketball. Friday at home versus Southeast, Saturday on the road at Ringgold.
Welcome into sports, everyone. I'm Jamison Chuk. Unfortunately missing my wrestling extraordinaire broadcaster, Tate Thomas. However, we're still going to get you caught up in all our sports action. First up, basketball. Coach Terry's #1 ranked squad taking on a region opponent in Southeast Whitfield. However, more importantly, on Saturday, taking on a team that I really can't stand, the Ringgold Tigers. Here's Kay Canary and Grayson Ward with that story.
2 big games coming up for the Generals basketball team starting tonight with Southeast Whitfield. It's a big region game. We need every region game right now because we're leading the region right now. We're in first place, and we can't stub our toe against a team like Southeast, who's really young. We beat them the first time. It was kind of tight for about a half, and then we blew them out for about a 20-point win. They're getting better, though, and when you have young players, the more games you play, you get better. So we got to be on our game to beat them tonight here at the Taj. We need some people to come out and support us.
They're a young team. They're not bad. Last time we played them, it was close in the first half. Then we kind of started getting things going. Our offense was going. So hopefully we can start out that way and finish that way for tonight's game.
Southeast Whitfield tonight at Heritage. I think it's going to be a pretty good game. Their team isn't that good, and we're on a streak, so I think we can come up with a dub.
And then tomorrow, Saturday, we take on Ringgold at Ringgold. Everybody come out and support that game. It's always a big game. We always play them good. And, it'll be fun.
We got Ringgold coming, and actually Ringgold, we're going to Ringgold to play the Tigers, and anytime we play them, it doesn't really matter what the records are. They're struggling this year. I think they've only won 1 game, but we don't want them to get win number 2 against us. So we want to win the game tonight against Southeast and then go over to Ringgold and get our thing done and get ready for some more challenging games later on in the season, get ready for that region tournament.
Good luck, boys. We could really use both those wins, especially against that Ringgold team, because I really can't stand them. However, our girls will also be taking on the Raiders and the Tigers after coming off quite possibly the biggest win of their season against Pickens last week. They are looking really forward to a big region win against Southeast like they did last time, and I really just want to see the scene of Coach Elkins returning the Ringgold after winning. Enough talking, though. Here's more on that preview.
So, slow week this week for us. Off on Monday and Tuesday, had a postponement with Central Carroll, which is going to be pushed back to February 11th. So, preparation for the weekend, so gave some time to get healed up a little bit and rest a little bit and prepare for the weekend that is ahead of us. It's a very busy weekend. Starts with a game against Southeast. It's a region matchup at home. Played them away earlier in the year. We were successful in that game. Hopefully kind of recreate what we did in that game plan-wise. So not a lot of preparation for that except for mental preparation.
So we play Southeast today here, and it's a big region game, and we came out and won last time, and we're going to get that dub again. And we play Ringgold Saturday, and we're going to get that win too.
Game on Saturday with Ringgold's a big one for multiple reasons, but obviously a big rival, the county, dating back a while, and lots of good games involved in this rivalry over the past few years. Girls are really excited for it. Preparation for that, and of course, special meaning for me returning back to the place where I worked for so long, and so special to me as well as an individual. So, looking forward to going back over there and hopefully coming out with a win.
On to softball now, and you might as well just call our team pen to paper because all they're doing is signing anymore. This week, it's our premium first baseman, Carmen Gaylor. Where'd she sign? Where's she going? Here's Coach Green with that story.
Carmen, I think it's time. So whenever you're ready, you can sign. Congratulations. Oh, man, I'm so excited. It's awesome to see Carmen really get, where she really wanted to go. UT Martin was her dream school. And a lot of times in softball recruiting, schools will kind of recruit the athlete, and that's a big thing. However, Carmen really wanted to go to Martin, so Carmen really recruited UT Martin. And that doesn't happen that often. You don't really find an athlete that finds a school for her and says, hey, I want to go here. And usually that kind of happens. But UT Martin really had a good idea of, what she did. They watched her this past season. They were able to see, her dynamic, force at the plate, how she can change the game with one swing. And so it took a couple-month process for them to really get everything finalized. And I'm so happy they did.
It feels amazing. It's such a relief just to know that I have a place to go and just have a bright future ahead. Martin, it has a great agricultural program, and it has a 2,500 acre beef cattle farm and a few greenhouses, and they are just so pretty. And I love where Martin's at. It's just pretty.
Yeah, she's a game changer. It's just like any sport, translates at the next level, just high school to college to pros, whatever the case may be. Speed of the game gets a little bit quicker, and, there's more to learn about the game than it is at this level. But she's a game changer, and she can change the game with one swing. I think that her power is going to play at the Division I level.
I'm excited to hit the ball as far as I can up there, and I'm excited to get as many base hits and work at first base and just work as hard as I can.
Congrats, Carmen. You 100% deserve it. On the Beta Club now, and they found yet another cool way to assist our teachers. What are they doing right now? Here's Cole Price with more on that story.
Our Beta Club is really happy to serve our school by helping teachers. Some of our teachers, like Dr. Godfrey, Ms. Zip, Ms. Hayen, requested to have betas come and work in their classrooms. And some of the things that they were doing, maybe organizing things, making copies, different things that teachers need. And as a teacher, it's super important to have people who are trustworthy that can come in and help us do some extra things on Wednesdays.
It really just depends on what the teacher wants me to do. I mean, whether that's sharpening pencils, making copies, or just help grading stuff.
Well, every Wednesday, I think starting like last week, people have been given opportunity in conjunction with the Beta Club to help a teacher out. And if they need any help, the Beta Club members have signed up and kind of gave them a hand when and if they need it. And people in Beta Club are upperclassmen, and they kind of get to revisit their old teachers and kind of help them out. But also, it's give them an opportunity to give them project credit. And every year, Beta members need like 4 or 5 project credits in order to either get a Beta certification for graduation or just get invitation for Beta Club from junior year to senior year. And it kind of kills 2 birds with 1 stone. And yeah, you help a community out, and you also get a different project done for your own sake. So yeah, it's a great opportunity.
If you're in Beta Club and you'd like to take part of that, see Miss Wilson. Well, that'll be all for today's Friday edition of the 5-Star News. Kayla and her gang will be back on Monday giving y'all some more news. Till then, stay classy, Heritage.